What's going on? This is Pedram, and in this video today I want to talk about how to overcome any addiction you might be suffering from right now in your life. As you know, we live in a time and age where more and more people are suffering from addiction, whether there is shopping or pornography or food or alcoholism or whatever else, Netflix, TV, more and more people need support to get out of addiction. That's right, get out of addiction. And addiction is becoming a big problem in today's society and is continuing to grow with the likes of social media out there. People are not free to do whatever they feel like to do, and it's kind of creating this bondage. People no longer can do whatever it is that they want to do in life. So they think they can stop, but actually when they try to stop or like get rid of their phone or stop social media or stop watching TV, they find it gets super difficult to actually get rid of these things. So I want to talk about how do you overcome this addiction? How do you go about stopping whatever that might be? So my name is Pedram. If it's the first time you're coming across this channel, I've been an addict for most of my life, from maybe the age of 5 years old. And addiction made my life really miserable. I suffered a lot, pain, anxiety, depression, waking up in the middle of the night, panic attacks. I was suffering from major addiction, and I had to do something about it. I could not let it control me or move me around like that. So I've decided to actually do something about it, and recover from my addiction. And today I want to share some of the things I've learned along the way so you can also overcome your addiction. So let's talk about, I want to try giving you an overview of how to go out there and overcome addiction. Now, of course, there's no way I can cover everything in this video, but I'm going to give you an overview. And if you're serious, you can always contact me and get in touch with me, and I am more than happy to help you along your journey to overcome addiction. So how do you overcome addiction? Here's some of the overviews of how to do it. So you see, addiction is primarily an isolation problem. What that means is you are an addict because you are isolating, you're not connecting with other people properly. You are going inward instead of outward. So when your mind goes inward, you start to look for friends, or you could say God, whatever you want to call it, in different things like fast cars or women, pornography, food, TV. When you're feeling an emptiness inside you, when you're feeling emptiness, a vacuum, a hole, something really deep inside you are unhappy about, that's what's creating the addiction. In order to overcome addiction, what is opposite of isolation? Connection. That's right. You got to connect. So you might be asking, who do I connect to? Okay, communities, people, friends. If you're someone who are isolating and you're finding yourself relying too much on food or relying on pornography, relying on TV, Netflix, social media, you name it, there are tons of them out there. If you need to find relief, release your pain, or find something that makes you feel better in those things, you are probably an addict. And you don't know you're an addict until you try to stop. And what's worse is a lot of people don't actually know they are an addict. So what, in another word, is they don't know that they don't know until it becomes a bigger problem. Somehow along the line, the solution becomes worse than the problem. So to start with, we went to those things, whatever that might be, food in this case, to get a relief from our addiction. But somehow we started, and down the line, it became a bigger problem. So the solution became a bigger problem. So it's important to join communities, to go to church and pray. Now, some of you might not be religious, but I've got to give you the truth. I've got to give you the honest answer. So I'm going to do that. You got to go to church. You got to join communities. prayer, meditation, maybe possibly joining the 12-step program. And that's right, I am part of the 12-step program, as you probably can tell. So yes, you got to go out there and connect with society, and you got to connect with people. Look, as much as I want to hold myself and not make this a religious thing, but I gotta spit it out. I gotta spit it out, because this is the solution. God comes first. This infinite intelligent is who we're really looking for. That's why a lot of us go out there and rely on alcohol, rely on drugs to feel better about ourselves, to forget our life, to numb ourselves. But nothing can replace this infinite intelligence. Once you put this infinite intelligence first, your life will sort itself out. And that means accepting life on life terms and being happy in your own skin. Instead of going out there and relying on other people to sort your problems and relying on food or pornography to sort your problems, instead what you do is you put the infinite intelligence out there, a higher power, right? Infinite intelligence, something that does not die. We, as a human being, we have a lifespan. We die after a while and we cannot rely on each other. Excuse me. God comes first and everything else comes second in this life. And once you believe in your higher power, however you want to understand that, the next thing you do is you go and join communities and you connect people. You connect with people, whether that is friends, calling up your mom, friends, family, you connect. What happens is, as an addict, and yes, I've been an addict for most of my life, what happens is we become a lonely person. And as time goes on, we get lonelier and lonelier. And what we got to do is we got to connect. You see, the solution is some kind of a spiritual, moral program, right? And there are lots of different ways, but I'm going to share with you the truth and the reality of it. I started picking up the Bible and started reading it, and that helped me a lot towards my recovery. I joined the 12-step program. I started reading as much as I can about it. And you see, let me tell you the truth. Intellect can only get you so far in life. Wisdom is what we need. Connection to our higher power is what we need. We need to accept life on life terms and give our wills and our life over to the care of God. So if you're feeling from any kind of addiction, this is the solution. If you are feeling lonely, if you're feeling depressed, if you're feeling anxious, if you're feeling life is not going your way and whatever you touch turns to crap, so this is where you need to do. This is the solution. I am sharing you the solution for years and years of trial and error to try to see what is wrong with me. Why am I not connecting? Why am I not making friends? Well, as funny as that sounds, I was a person who made friends easily. People liked me, I had a funny personalities, and everybody want to be my friend, but for some reason I cannot connect. I'm very shallow relationship. And even if I do, I end up going my way because I want to go isolate so I can go practice my addiction. You see, when you are connecting, it's hard for the addiction to grow and come to you, or the addiction to get you. But when you're isolating, that's when the addiction tries to come and catch you because you are isolating. So don't lose hope if you're an addict, whether that is pornography, food, social media, Netflix, codependency, whatever that might be, workaholic. Look, God goes first and everything else comes second. Accepting life on life terms, you got to do that. You got to get connected to the infinite intelligence out there. And some of you might not believe it. I understand that. That's not a problem. But in order for us to recover, we need to accept life on life terms. And we got to believe in a higher power who is going to come and solve it for us. We got to do prayer, meditation, whatever that might connect us. So primarily addiction is an isolation problem. So we got to go out there and get connected. And we got to become a better person, work on our character defects, and just try to become a holier person, whatever that might be. We might be getting into jealousy, resentment, anger, a lot of things. We got to start working on these things one by one, and eventually we become a better person. Like I said, reading the Bible has helped me a lot. The teaching of Jesus Christ has helped me a lot within my recovery, and I have to give credit where credit is due. Reading the Bible has helped me. Joining the steps, joining the program, meditation and prayer has helped me. Going into church, and just trying to get in contact to the infinite intelligent, and this is my experience for recovery. Now, if you are serious about recovery and you are feeling this, it's becoming painful, you're just feeling unhappy within. If you're feeling unhappy within, and because I'm an addict, I understand where you're coming from. I'm still an addict. Once an addict, always an addict, right? So I just have to find positive stuff to replace my life with, right? I got to because you see, staying sober and working on your recovery is completely different territory than where you are in your addict. And when you're in addiction, life is a downward spiral. When you're in sober, you're doing the right things. You say, okay, what can I do with my time? And one of the things you do with your time to stay sober, believe it or not, is service, giving. As an addict, we like to take. As someone who is non-addict and has had the connection, is love, is giving, is putting other people's needs before your own needs. And that's what makes us recover, is putting other people before ourselves. That's what we need to do to recover from addiction. Now, I'm not going to make this video any longer than that. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you like the message I share and you want to control, or you want to, more importantly, the right word would be overcome your addiction, subscribe to this channel and hit me up. Hit me up. I'll leave my email on the description below. Hit me up and let me know. I can help you overcome your addiction. I'll also leave the link below if you want to work with someone who has recovery and work with someone who spent years trying to figure out how to overcome addiction. Then I'll put the link. You can work with me one by one to overcome your addiction. And let me tell you something. Your life will not go to where you want it to go until you put your recovery first. Your life cannot move forward. If you're stuck in life, things are not going your way, whether that is financial, relationship, health, everything is, you're finding your life unmanageable and you're just finding it rough, chaotic. You got to sort your addiction. Once you sort your addiction out, everything else will fall into place. Anyway, I'm not gonna make this video any longer than it is. Leave the comment below, share this video, subscribe to this channel, whatever you gotta do if you enjoyed this video, and click on the link below to work with me one-to-one if you're suffering from any kind of addiction, and I can help you overcome it. Until next time, another video, take care. Goodbye.